guys, it's John Ikuma, Executive Editor of Stop Motion Magazine, and I'm here to present to you Hibagon Animation Studios. And so here, I'm going to show you how we set up our studio, and maybe you can take some of what we've done and apply it to your own studio, and kind of see what a semi-pro studio is all about. So yeah, this is our editing bay. Used Final Cut Pro 7 and After Effects, and some CGI software, which would be Cinema 4D, which is really good. It's easier than Maya, a lot more fun, and that's a bad word, CGI. Anyway, let's go check out the rest of the space. Cool. Okay, so as you can see, we have a green screen. I guess you understand and know what that's for. Basically getting rid of the background, having your character in the foreground, and putting whatever background you want in there. Also a table, and our animation tables, we're able to take the tops off and replace them. So we want to be able to have flexibility in that manner. Basically, yeah, I mean, for one, we have it in a V right now currently, and this is all fabric. We can take this down at any time. And it's held up with staples on our frame. The reason why we have it in a corner is because we're shooting two angles at once using two different systems, one camera this way, one camera that way, and was able to cut down on the amount of time it required for animating, doing a run cycle. It's really much, that's all the one reason why we have it in a V. Otherwise, we'd have it flat against one side, and you wouldn't get this reflection from both sides, just get a reflection from the back. So there's some basic green screen kind of knowledge. This is not a digital green chroma key, if anybody's wondering. This is just your basic regular green chroma key. Works fine as long as you light it properly. But for the most part, it's a fun little spot, and we'll be doing a lot of stuff right here. And yeah, let's check the next spot. So this is our hallway right outside of our stages. We have two stages, stage 1 and stage 2. We also have a storage area. Nice long white wall. We use the white wall for our storyboard. We tape stuff and tack stuff up to the white wall so we can actually see which shot we're on and what the shot flow is. We have a China ball here, and the China ball is used to, when we turn off all of our lights, exterior or room lights, and we have just stage lights on, we need to be able to see this area in case somebody needs to come out and go to the bathroom or get some materials or do something in this specific area, so we don't fall over each other or fall over the equipment, break something or break ourselves, and are able to kind of look around for whatever we need. So the China ball serves that purpose. And then, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. This is the hallway though, really. Okay, props and stuff. So you're probably wondering what all this black fabric is, right? And it's obvious that the black fabric's here to block out light from other areas, from other stages and stuff. But the other thing you need to know is it's called DoBateen, right? And DoBateen is a fabric that has a chemical in it that is a fire retardant and prevents you from, reduces the risk of things catching on fire. When you're dealing with a lot of electricity, a lot of light bulbs, a lot of crazy people being animators and making stuff and coming in here and doing stuff, you gotta be safe. So what we do is we build this framework, and I'll show you that in a minute, but the DoBateen allows us to block out the light and also keep the studio protected from any hazards, all right? Yeah, sounds like a good answer, right? Yeah. Alright, so you're probably wondering why I'm standing here. Well, for one, this is our computer system. There's a lot, and I mean there's a lot of ways that people in studios set up their systems, and everybody has their own preference. I come from an audio engineering background, and I prefer to have rack mounts. The rack mount is basically where you have rails on both sides, and you have screw holes, and then you can put whatever you want in this rack, and it'll be safe, it'll be locked in there. So I have a rack mount system, rack furniture you could call it, or a rack mount unit if you're looking it up on Google or something. And it's sitting on a furniture dolly, 1,000-pound furniture dolly, 1,000-pound capacity, not the weight. And basically I have a quad-core Xeon Intel processor that is now obsolete in the world of awesome computers, but it's still an awesome machine. And a PC monitor, and cord stuff. For the most part, the most important thing besides the computer and everything else is this little guy. Now this is a Furman power conditioner. The power conditioners are made by a lot of different companies, but I usually buy Furman just because I know it. They come in anywhere between $30 and up to $1,000 or more. The power conditioner, now don't be fooled here, the power conditioner's purpose is to avoid surge protection. We're in a really old building, and you want to be careful not to blow your light bulbs or blow your computers or your machines. What it does is it basically gives you a steady stream of electricity the whole time. And we're using photo flood light bulbs a lot, and we're also using halogen light bulbs. And when they get a power surge, they pop. If you can avoid the pops, you're one up on everybody else, because a lot of people go through a lot of light bulbs. So we run all of our lights into this system, and we also run our computer into there. And since I've been doing this, I haven't blown a light bulb really. I mean, maybe one, but I think that was because it was old. So, I mean, I've been actually pretty good. On the last project we blew through like 8 light bulbs, and they were on only maybe a few hours. And then once everything was plugged through the Furman, we were able to, or with the power conditioner, we were able to maintain our lights, and also it helped reduce the flicker as well, because it's giving you a steady stream of electricity the whole time. Yeah, other than that, man, I'll show you some video here. Wait 1 second and I'll show you some video. Here's the power conditioner. There's our computer, and there's our dolly. And then if you see, it's got the dolly, the furniture, the whole thing. So the other beautiful thing about this is, because it's on wheels, it can go anywhere. So we can actually put it from stage to stage. We can take it off the stage while we build stuff, bring it back on the stage. Very versatile. I highly suggest, if you're going to have your own studio, don't build stupid, flimsy, plastic crap that's going to fall apart. Use wood, and make sure it's sturdy and made properly. And that way your animators will be happy, you'll be happy, because your animators don't have to stress so much about your stuff falling apart, and you'll be better off. So yeah, enough about that. Let's move on. So this is probably one of my favorite toys in the studio. It's the down shooter, and or rostrum system is another word for it. I built this one. You can probably see, I think I did a time lapse or a tutorial somewhere. It's in one of the issues of the magazine, or it's on the YouTube channel. But I built this one. It has a glass top, and then we also have some plexiglass kind of pieces to hold down stuff. And a green screen bottom. The camera sits here. We got our lights at 45-degree angles, top and bottom. And yeah, I mean, it's fun. I did the ABC video on here. I've done a lot of other stuff on here. It's fun to do clay and paper. Yeah, awesome toy. Build one. You need one. They're great. Yeah, why not? So this is one of our 4x4 tables. It's got an MDF top. We basically, work on MDF tabletops exclusively. Sometimes we use plywood, but mostly MDF. MDF is a medium density fiber fill or fiberboard. In the U.S., we get it at the hardware store, your local hardware store. I don't know what you guys would use in other countries. Most likely this stuff, or you will find wood, soft wood of some sort, or plywood. Yeah, and it's pretty thick. We drill holes in here. Put the puppets on here, we make magic happen here. We also drill straight in, and we can take these off and replace them. But for the most part, this one's going to be recycled. We'll fill in all the holes with wood putty, and then we'll repaint it, sand it and repaint it. And it'll be brand new once it's redone. And the reason we do that is it saves on money, and you think it would save on time. It doesn't. It's questionable, but for the most part, it saves on money. And that's the key to having a small little studio or semi-pro studio is saving money. We can also take tops and put tops on top of this top. So say this is your bottom and you have a whole new set, you can bring that in and slap that right on top. Yeah, so this is table. Still got the MDF for the background. Not MDF for the background, sorry. DoBateen for the background, MDF for the top. And yeah. So let's show you some more stuff. Now I know this looks like a hot mess right here, but really what this is a storage area for keeping things like puppets and tie-down rods and cups for mixing things or drinking water or wax or light bulbs or paint or whatever you need. You need to have shelves in your studio. If you don't have a place to put stuff, to put your hot mess, your hot mess will consume you and be all over the floor, all over your tables. You'll never get any work done. Also, people will come into your studio and think you're out of your freaking mind. Right now, this is a total mess because we just finished a production and I haven't actually had the time to come in here and organize. I'm making videos for you guys. So, yeah. But when I'm finished, which will be never, but when I'm finished, I'll come in here and clean, or maybe somehow get an intern to come in here and organize. So, yeah. Hot mess. People, hot mess. Yeah. Introduced you. Cool. Now, I'm kind of on my tippy toes here, but something I wanted to show you was we had some windows here and we had to block them out. Basically, you don't want any light coming in, of course, while you're animating something and you're trying to control the environment. So we have two windows and basically bought some, what is this stuff called? It's brain fart. It's foam core, and we got the black kind because you don't want reflective surfaces. Of course, we have white walls everywhere, so we're still reflecting light regardless. But at least we have a better control of our situation. We're preventing light from coming in, and we're preventing any weirdos from outside looking in as well. So, yeah, all the weirdos are locked in here, though. So, I know I promised you I'd show you what the frame looked like. This is the frame, people frame. Of course, it's 2x4s with metal brackets locked together that lock the 2x4s together, all with carpenter screws. And then we hang the DoBateen using basically a regular staple gun. Just double it up or triple it up. You staple on the top, and then you staple on the back on the flush side, and you go the whole way around and pretty much just drape the DoBateen down. The frame is great. It's easy to, if we need to move the studio to a new location, we can take the whole frame down and do it. Pretty much, yeah. And you know, the DoBateen prevents things from being like light flashing from other stages or people walking by or reflections and that type of stuff. Yeah. Pain in the butt to build. If you're going to build it, plan it out, draw it out. But yeah, pain in the butt. So, you know what you're doing. Yeah, you don't need me. Yeah. So the last thing I wanted to show you guys was this little beauty here. This is our motion control slider provided by Ditto Gear. It's awesome, and we also have a pan tilt head on loan from them. We're going to do some reviews and some tutorials on how to set these things up and use them in the future, so keep an eye out for that stuff. And yeah, man, that's it. So I hope you liked our little tour of the studio. There's so much I want to show you, and I'm going to show you, but only after a couple drinks and only after you bought me dinner. That was creepy and weird, but fun. At the most part, though, being serious here, I hope you did like our tour of the animation studio, and yeah, and stick around for some more videos coming up soon. And yeah, see ya. Bye.